Joyous time zones, my Sako nuts. It is Sako Tumi, also known as Cass Voit, and welcome to the Sunday morning chitty chats. All right. I have so many windows open, it's bonkers. Super bonkers. Good morning. I just ran out of coffee, which makes me sad. Also, we're out of sweetened creamer, which also makes me sad. Hi, Cool Gamer. Thanks for stopping in. It's always good to see you. Always good to see you. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I don't know what to talk about, frankly. I guess I could talk about my experience yesterday. Like, yeah, I could. So I found myself in three realities at once, like 3 dimensions at once, and it was very disorienting. Super disorienting. Super disorienting. I mostly chilled out and slept. That was the majority of what I did yesterday. Oh, and I shot, like photography-wise, a Shibari set featuring my ex-girlfriend and her husband. We're all still good friends. We actually broke up over scheduling, and I don't know, like, now that pandemic is over, if it even is over, now that it is less of a daunting thing, maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get back together, but I'm not confident. Do I wanna get back into that kind of drama? I don't know. I don't know that I wanna. I don't know that I wanna. It would be so cool. People would hop in. I don't know if my StreamYard is lying to me, which it often does. So if you are in the chat, please say a thing and prove to me that StreamYard is lying to me. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. We are 5 minutes into the stream. I am kind of thinking of a sprint. This isn't supposed to be a sprint, but I'm kind of thinking of a sprint. so that I can make another cup of coffee and maybe take my meds. Or something. Meow, 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 meow. Maybe some planner stuff. Oh, maybe some planner stuff. So that I can prepare for next week and next month. It would be the way. This is the way. This is the way. All right, let me bring up a timer. Is it in a playlist? It is. That's amazing. Okay. Present, share screen. I need more popper. And I don't think I'm gonna do more than just this. I think let's sprint. I know. So loud. Oh, I'm not muted. You know what? It's okay. I don't need to mute. I guess I could get something done. Hi, SD Houston. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? Good morning, sunshine. It's a bright and beautiful day, and I'm looking forward to more outlining for my not so great American novel. Nice. Hello. I figured if I put up a timer, it would like summon people. Give people a chance to hop in. Oh, good. Getting a few shorts uploaded to YouTube. I should work on some shorts for YouTube. Still need to set dates and times and put it in the descriptions. Hold on. I like the shorts. Digitally. I like your digital shorts. So if you don't mind stream hopping, one of our special guest speakers for AWC, Kamal Pearl, does some sprints too. Our next one is about 4 hours. Oh, cool. Very cool. There is the link. Oh. There's the link. The shorts I'm scheduling now are all from SPTT first season. So you'll see your face soon. Yay! One must have reasonable, attainable goals. And some amount of risk to them, I think. And some amount of risk. I don't know why I'm checking my phone, like I'm gonna be getting more messages. I don't know. Oh, self-publishing tips and tricks. Yeah, okay. I should have known that. I guess I can do away with this timer. Boop. And boop. There we go. Hi, Jenny. Good morning. Yeah, you should have. Oh, but that's okay. Mm-hmm. Hi, Jenny Noble. Hello. It is a lazy Sunday morning. So good to see you. I'm happy to see all of you guys. Super cool. I did, however, submit a topic for AWC SD Houston. And I'm wondering if I am accepted. I'm not sure if you already sent an email for it or if you are waiting to do so. Just shave your hair. My hair is shaved. Yay! I did just shave my hair. Yes. Just the other day. Which is why it's already peach fuzzy. Peach fuzzy. It's so much nicer. What email? Sako at Gmail. At least I think it's Sako. Hi Haley, so good to see you. We're just like chilling out and drinking coffee and having an hour-long chat. Chatty chats for Sunday morning. Which I've done the last couple of. They close on the 31st. Margaret and I will be doing 3 rounds of picking through the applications. Probably won't know who will present until March. Okay, cool. I can wait. If you do not select someone, do you get a hold of them and say, sorry, you weren't selected? We'll think about you for next time, kind of dealy. I don't feel qualified to speak at AWC, but I'll be a member of the audience. Giggle, giggle. I'm not the only one who has trouble remembering her email. It's not that I forget. It's like, because I check my email all the time. But I have not checked it yet today. Is there anything cool? We sent an email for someone who wasn't collected, although I missed someone last year. Yikes, I felt so bad. Oh, whoops. Yeah, yikes. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you. Thank you for hopping in. We're just chatting with the chatty chats and the drinky drinks. I'm out of things. Also, for those who might qualify to also be a guest speaker or a speaker, we sometimes see if the applicant is willing to move to the different format. I said I could do either because I'm right at 500. So I could do either. We also let people know if they are first or second runner-up because people drop out. We went down to those second runner-ups last AWC. Oh. I have trouble with author email account. Facebook, domain name, author mail accounts are all similar but not the same. Yeah, me too. February 12th is a Sunday, and it's Beasley's 1-year anniversary, doing a live stream that day to celebrate. Yay! I want to be in. Just got in from shoveling snow. Ooh, not my favorite thing. Happy early book birthday. But yeah, I thought I would do a reprise of my series Bible workshop that utilizes a wiki to make your series Bible. And I kind of walk people through doing that. If they want to do a paper one, they can do a paper one, but and right. And of course you are more than welcome to join in that day. Yay! I will be joining. Yay. I know. I have 3 books out. That's like amazing to me. Like I meant to do it before I was 40 and I did it. Like now I have to come up with things to do before I'm 50, and I don't know. I don't know what's left to do. Same, $3, and yeah, a bit surreal sometimes. Yeah. Like, I made the transition between writer to author, like, in 2020. Mine either we have more to do, but it's a negative, and the kiddos are freezing. Yeah, I got you. So I released 3 standalones, and I'm working on a Vela project this year. I'm locking my door and shutting down my phone this afternoon until tomorrow and doing some hardcore editing on Underground Angel. Nice. I have the time and I'm taking advantage of it. Nice, nice, nice. 56 degrees in the Panhandle. I think it's like 40 something here. Yeah, it's 44. -5 in North Dakota? Question mark. -4 in Arizona. Holy crap. Feels like -15. I may do a paper or word series Bible. I'm glad I don't have to learn how to use a wiki. I'm very low tech. Okay. Well, the cool thing is that I basically walk you how to do a series Bible in whatever, and then I give you options as to digital versions, paper versions, stuff like that. I have a single journal that I have segmented out by literature, and they South Dakota. Okay. Oh, you moved to Iowa. That's right. I'm sorry. That's my bad. But yeah, I have a presentation for it and everything. It'll be fun. Welcome to the Midwest Ice Vortex. Yeah. 39 here. It's warm for January in Massachusetts, even along the south coast. Yeah. It is warm. It is warm. It's warm here too, right on the coast in Virginia. It's already 44. I suspect it'll be up to like 55. That yesterday was beautiful, but the temperature dropped really cold last night. Hi, Pabu. She's pouting. My cat is pouting. She is pouting. Hello, my people. So yesterday, I was the photographer for a Shibari photo set featuring my ex-girlfriend and her husband. So it was very cool. I think there's going to be minimal editing. The school's Mexican food isn't spicy at all. Oh. I'm looking forward to your presentation. I'm starting the third book in a series, and I'm wasting a lot of time looking for details. Yeah, you need a series Bible. Yeah. So this isn't until summer, but I do have I have another cat. Yay, fun! She isn't pouting. She's plotting revenge for you paying attention to the computer and not her. She has been ducking my petting. She doesn't want me to pet her, which I don't get. I can pet my other kitty. Yeah. He is waiting to be fed. You have stuff in your hair. Hello. All right. I think there's going to be minimal editing because I used a flash and they're backlit, so she looks really pale against the rope. Like translucently pale. I might have to tweak that a little bit. Okay, see you later, Jenny. Have a great day. I'm only doing this for another half an hour, so there's that to consider. Bye, Jenny. Bye, Jenny. Have a good day. I hope it is productive. I hope it is productive and relaxing. I think Kibby is on a live, which is interesting. Fancy new computer is pissing me off. Oh. Why? What happened? What happened? Indeed. What's it doing to you? Won't recognize my microphone and no camera. That sucks. It's a Windows machine. Because I can't help with that. I've been using Mac for 11 years. Something like that. Yeah, Windows. Yeah. Sorry about that, man. Time to disassemble. Har. I think my cat is on the table and I should be shooing her off of it But that means I have to stand up and get away from this. There she is. Okay, she did not stay on the table. I don't know what I am. But good to see you, RC. The price is well, I'll never get back. I do. I my computer is aggravating me, but that's because it's old and the keys are all sticking. I have to solve them. As I was typing, I thought I might be able to do something with the disability settings. Yeah, I got you. I have a butterfly keyboard from giving me good advice without even typing or trying. Yeah. Yeah. It's because I married a guy who is like infatuated with Mac. So all my devices, my phone and tablet and Computron, I'm going to tell it to remind me in an hour. Remind me in an hour. I use reminders to remind me to take my meds at a specific time. And Mac allows me to tell it to remind me at some other time. I guess I could show off my camera since it's right here. My hubby thinks they're all overpriced. I think they're overpriced, but honestly, I'm working with a 2018 right now, and the keyboard is dying, but Apple is denying that there's a problem. But apparently, it's so common a problem that there's like a class action lawsuit going down, and it's craziness. So this is I should name it. My 5D Mark IV with a battery grip. So I have two grips. I have a side grip. I have a bottom grip and a side grip. So I can turn my camera. It's got a 50 millimeter lens on it, which is really great for like boudoir and portraiture and stuff like that. It is fancy. It also takes video, which I've been experimenting with. So I've been taking my RPG videos with this camera. And it's got Wi-Fi, so it can, as long as it's on, it will connect to my computer and I can move stuff. But it's faster if I just pull the memory card and put it in a reader and just port it over that way. takes less battery too. Yeah, I have a photographer friend who he keeps upgrading his kit, and when he upgrades his kit, he hands me the previous camera, and like this is easily $3,000 right now. Like probably another $50 with the lens on it. And he just gives it to me because he knows I'll use it. Yeah, wow. So I just charged the batteries, but I don't know what it says they are already doing the thing. I already used one of the cells for moving photos back and forth. I should empty out my memory card. Hi, trash bag fashion lover. How are you? Welcome to my stream. We're just chatting, just hanging out. Microphone works in settings, but not in StreamYard. What the series Fook? Will you wear a plastic bag as clothing in real life now while we chat? I'm afraid not. I am good. That is good. Welcome to my corner of the internet. Hi, Ramiro. Long time no see. Greetings, Sako. How's it going? It is going well. How's the new year treating you? It is going awesome. For one, that would mean I have to get up. For two, I would have to wear a trash bag, which doesn't breathe. It is. Yeah, you have a wonderful day too, Ramiro. It is more comfortable and fashionable than you think. I am sure it is. I am not drunk enough to do things. Eureka! You found the things in StreamYard to do the thing. Okay. Good. Good. All right. I don't know what to do with myself. Would you wear it in the future video? I'm trying to make them mainstream fashion and hope everyone tries it. I will pass. So I don't really feel like smelling like Febreze. I will consider it trash bag fashion lover. It can be a non-scented one. I don't have any non-scented ones. All right, Catherine, step away for a few minutes. We'll be here when you get back. Thanks for the subscription. We'll see what's up. Also, non-scented is a plastic smell. Yeah. Save me!
Yeah! What up?
I'm amazed you're awake.
Hey, I cannot hear you at all. 1 second.
Okay. Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Not awake. Yeah. Wear a trash bag. Yeah.
I'm getting no sound out of this. Damn it. Well, I get the mic working. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah, sure. Take your time. Because it sounds like your output is being sent to your microphone as well. That happens. Also, he's not awake. Yeah. He's troubleshooting his Computron first thing in the morning. Oh. I might do a meditation today. I also got to break down Christmas. You're wearing them now as you write. You should write a blog about trash bag fashion. Hello.
I can hear you now.
Yay.
I am not stupid. I figure things out eventually. And I am awake, kind of.
Kinda.
As soon as I heard trash bag fashion, I had to get on here. So what'd I miss?
Not a whole lot. I showed off my camera.
I didn't see it.
Do you want to see my camera?
I do. Ooh, fancy.
It is a tank. And I have a battery grip. So I can have double the life, but I can also hold it vertically.
Look at you. So I am tired. Very tired. It's a late night.
Yeah, it was a late night. Yeah.
It was so cool, though. I got to see They Live in 35 millimeter.
Nice. Oh, kitty petting. She's letting me pet her. Hello. Hello. She was ducking me earlier.
Oh, shit. Trying to find my vape.
I wish I had a vape. It would
Me too.
It would make not having cigarettes far more bearable.
Well, that's what I did. Was it November of 2022? Yeah. I quit smoking cigarettes. You got tired of it. I mean, especially in Chicago, it's like $12 a pack. I think it's more now, but. Debbie!
Nice.
1 second, please.
Yeah, of course. See you later, trash bag fashion lover. See you later. Thanks for the subscription.
Got my vape.
Got your vape.
So it was interesting. You know, I go to a movie opening weekend, that Brandon Cronenberg movie. It's probably like 12 people in the whole theater on a Saturday night. Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Adega, by the way. 30 minutes later, I was considering going to that club instead of waiting for They Live, and all of a sudden, it's like 80 people just filing in there. That place was packed for midnight. And
Wow.
People just yelling lines to the screen, getting drunk, having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
One of those things.
Nice. Sounds fun.
Well, I left right after the greatest fight scene in cinema history. Where he had him, try to put the glasses on. It's like a drawn out, straight up 5-minute brawl in the alley. To me, it's probably the best fight scene in a movie. It's Roddy Piper and Keith David just beating the crap out of each other. But yeah, then I got out of there. I catch an Uber because I didn't feel like going back through the south side at 3 a.m. Get in the Uber. Drunk guy hits the Uber like within 2 blocks. He's like, all right, you can cancel the ride, catch another one. Cancel it. Just order another one. It's an extra $20 just a few blocks down the road. I'm like, you fucking whatever. I'm drunk. I don't want to get shot going through like K-Town or the hundreds, so fine.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Yeah, it was an adventure.
Oh my goodness, I step away for 1 minute and there's a new voice. This is R.C. Scott. He is a fellow author, horror writer, horror author.
I do things here and there, a lot of things.
And a lot
what do you need? I wear many hats. I do lady jobs, What do you got? I know people.
I finished my water.
I need some water right now.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I'm drinking a Monster because I don't feel like making coffee.
That's not good.
I got a bottle of Core just in case, I start dying.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I didn't do any writing this weekend yet. I confess.
Me either. Actually, I'll probably hang out on in the chat of some streams that are doing sprints and write scripts. Maybe even shoot a video today.
I should clean. I got to set up a P.O. box.
I got to break down Christmas.
And then tonight, Anthrax. Oh, yeah, I got my promo flyers ready. Aw.
Nice.
Nice. Dega. He says nice things. I got to keep him around more.
Also, fan of No Strings Attached.
Thank you, Shannon. For a non-horror fan, that means a lot.
I thought I was detecting a tinge of scary guy in there.
So I sound like a creep? Yeah. Fair enough.
Hi, Eva. Eva. Stream Hoppers Unite. Kat and Morgan both went into sprints that end at the same time, and I'm not awake enough to write. Then YouTube showed me this stream. We're just chatting. It's just drinking coffee and chatting for the next 10 minutes.
We're writing with our mouths.
We're writing with our mouths.
So yeah, author promo flyer. I got my QR code for my Linktree account, and I'm going to be dumping that at the Anthrax show tonight.
Nice.
But yeah, you got Satan on your shirt. I'm assuming you like horror. Check this out. Nah, I can't do that. I would just leave somewhere than approach people.
Chatty chats. If I wrote even 100 words every sprint AuthorTube has that I attend, I'd have 200,000 words a month. Yeah, I know what you mean. One of our special guest speakers, Kamala Pearl, is doing sprints later at like 1 Eastern, I think.
I wonder if any given time there's a AuthorTuber doing a sprint somewhere in the world.
Not in the middle of the night, Eastern. Like the European scene is surprisingly sparse, at least on the AuthorTube spreadsheet.
Wonder why that is.
I don't know. Maybe because they sleep. You sound like you know how to scare people. Horror is not good for me. I should be taking notes about how you are marketing.
Don't take notes from me about marketing because I barely do it. I should really learn how to do more of that and like not half-ass it one day.
I am actually I'm working on some marketing classes for authors on Skillshare. So I'm going to give it a shot and hopefully I am findable. Everybody sprints, yeah. It used to be 15-minute, and then it was 20, and then it was 25. Now 30 is the normal. I still do 20.
Would you even consider 30 a sprint? That's more of a marathon at that point.
30 is still a sprint, but once you get into the multiple hours,
yeah,
that's a marathon. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sunday is a lighter day with periods of no sprints. Yeah. Yeah, you need to market. SD Houston is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to marketing. So if you are not friends with her, I strongly recommend checking out her profile and going through her videos.
Shannon's my friend. I should ask her more of these questions instead of just bantering about dumb stuff.
Weekends in general tend to not have regular sprints, just events, pop-ups, and such. Yeah. The sprints were almost constant, but they're lighter now. Yeah, because it's not November anymore. Sako and Nia are the only ones with chatty streams. I
Me
do
too.
the chatty thing on Sunday mornings. At least I have for the past month. I might continue doing that if you count AuthorTubers React. Yeah. 15-minute. Morgan Lee has a 45. 8 hours is a marathon. Yeah. I feel like more sprints of chat than a way for the hosts to do whatever they want. Yeah. Lol, RC.
Whoa.
I think I'm friends with RC Scott.
If you think you are, then you are.
Yeah. Yeah, Morgan Lee is doing a marathon stream today, I think. Oh, aiming for a high count. Okay. Yeah, Morgan's current sprint is 45 minutes. Holy crap. Okay. So if you guys are looking for sprints, you can hit up Morgan Lee, who is streaming for a good chunk of the day. And then around 1, Kamal Pearl is going to be streaming as well.
Yeah, my idea of marketing is being shady and bringing a bunch of flyers to an event that I'm not a part of and just laying shit everywhere. Like, hey, check me out. Horror conventions, metal concerts. That's how I market. So in other words, I need to talk to Shannon more about this. But I'm still going to do what I do, though.
I'm sure all of my marketing skills are from the internet. Like, I don't market in real life, really.
I kind of have, like, hanging out with, musicians, street performers and all that, just yelling at a crowd, hey, everyone, check this guy out. That kind of shit. But I guess I can try to incorporate that.
Oh. Still waking up. The fam let me sleep in, and I made it to 8:30. That is amazing. Lucky. Clickbait is good marketing. I hate clickbait.
Yeah.
Clickbait lures that match your target reader's desires, and your book is as the fish. I'm making stuff up. Don't listen to me. Okay.
I was about to go fishing with my book. Right by the canal.
Right by the canal.
Yeah, right. Probably so many bodies in that thing. Oh, going to Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a single snowflake to be seen when I leave the south side yesterday. I get to the north side, it's a freaking blizzard.
When I started writing, I used 45-minute blocks, but I couldn't do more than 2. I'm much more productive with 20 or 25-minute sprints. Yeah. Cut it in half, take a break in the middle. People clickbait. Knowing it's clickbait, it's my point. Yeah, I got you. Very few people are fooled, they're just curious. There is an argument for good clickbait.
Define good, though.
Hi, Morgan.
Morgan!
I'm probably going to hang out with you later since you're streaming for a good portion of the day. Yay, Morgan. I get cross about clickbait. Your headline should match content. Yes. I agree. I agree.
Clickbait kind of reminds me of those celebrity magazines. I don't know if they're still around anymore, like the Inquirer and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Man, stop sipping from an empty cup.
I know that feeling. It took me a long time to break that habit. But now I'm around full cups.
Oh my God, my phone is like TikTok.
So what are you doing with the rest of your day?
I'm breaking down Christmas and processing photos. Oh,
Was that a human?
that is a human in the backyard. She is chatting on the phone? Question mark. I'm leaving other tube content but staying on YouTube. That is called clickbait, but it isn't unrelated. It fits the content. Yeah, I guess. I am not leaving OtherTube. I am merely retooling my account to be a RPG advice column. Yeah, I gotcha. Only a method. It's how it's used that makes it negative most of the time. Yeah, agreed.
That is, but what are you looking for? Are you looking for help with writing? Or are you looking for politics? Or are you looking for sports? You know, definitely like clickbait in sports.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you saw my pictures from last night, huh? The ones I sent you in Discord.
Yeah, I saw your pictures.
That was that was right after the accident with the Uber. I was walking to the corner, waiting for the other one. I'm like, that looks nice. Click, click.
Nice.
Nice outside parts of downtown before it gets all homelessy.
Clickbait targets the reader directly. It does. Someone who doesn't care about sports won't care about a clickbait title, but target readers will. Yeah. Yeah. So you're not wrong. It's just using clickbait is a There's a fine line to walk when you're using clickbait.
Yeah, it's all about context too. Even like something scientific. Are you talking about like something in the earth that's going to become a future problem, or is the headline the planet's exploding in 3 years? But at the same time, you do want to grab the reader, and usually something sensational or controversial or just something that catches you out of nowhere will do that.
One presenter uses clickbait and it annoys me. I open it anyway because the content is always good if unrelated to the title.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like an old writing method. Like in the narrative, when they say something outrageous and like maybe they like take it back in the next paragraph. Okay, maybe not that far, but I still did this, that kind of thing, like from like the first person. I saw it a couple of times in Notes from Underground. Well, he would exaggerate, and in the next paragraph, he either contradicted or he like, nah, I'm kidding. Isn't that bad, but still, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Writers gossip about things. The clickbait title of the option of the stream. Yeah. We're not gossiping, but.
Do you want to gossip?
I don't know.
I don't know enough people on there to gossip about them.
I try not to gossip. I'm not that sort.
I know, right? It's one thing you learned here. Don't gossip about people. They will find out, and they will find you.
Depending on the person. Absolutely. Okay, I said I was only going to do this for an hour, but
I'll keep going. I'm not exactly in a rush to clean.
Yeah, I'm not exactly in a rush. I got stuff at 11 that I got to do, but.
Did I show you a picture of this monitor?
Gossip over facts is fine for me. Oh, I see. Not rumors. Okay. Like AuthorTubers React style gossip. Purple prose and yellow journalism. Clickbait is part of a long and proud tradition in journalism. Yeah.
What was the quote from this movie? Facts can be so misleading, but rumors can be so revealing.
Yeah, for sure. Hi, Rita.
Rita.
Hello, hello.
So yeah, do you want to hear about this weird ass movie I watched last night?
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna try not to put too many spoilers in it, but it's a couple on this island resort in this country. They don't say what it is, but it's definitely third world. Don't go off the touristy areas, or you might get killed.
What movie is this?
Oh, Infinity Pool. It's the latest film by director Brandon Cronenberg, son of body horror director David Cronenberg, and his third feature. And resort, don't go off the beaten path. They do anyway. Something happens. They hit somebody. The cops arrest them, and they're like, well, you hit and run them. We execute people here for that. They freak them out there for a minute, and they're like, but we can put a double in your place. You just got to pay a lot of money. And they're a rich couple too. Oh, the main character is a fucking writer. That kind of freaked me out at the beginning. But all right, fine. They give him the money. They clone this guy, and then they execute the clone. They had the family member that the son or whatever execute the person in front of the crowd and they watched while his clone got murdered. And the guy enjoyed that, and he was like, "Wait, I can keep breaking the law and they're just going to keep killing my clone." Then he finds people on the island that found out about it too, and they keep going out like on crime sprees and just letting their clones take the heat. And it just gets weirder and weirder from that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it a popular movie? It is kind of underground.
Yep. Indie film.
Indie film.
Where the real movies are at, not the process remakes, rehash, reboots.
Mm-hmm.
The 5th Spider-Man movie. I don't care. The last one was really good, so I'll watch another one.
Mm-hmm. my gosh. I need another cup of coffee. Can you chat for 3 minutes while I make a cup of coffee?
Sure. I will just harass people in the chat.
Okay.
Let me pull that up real fast. Who do we have here? Well, I can't pull it up myself, but hey folks, this is RC if you didn't know that already. I am very tired. Kind of hungover too. Had a few beers at this event last night. They were showing the cult classic John Carpenter film They Live at Midnight. One of my favorite movies. I was holding over from that movie I just mentioned because I got out of the movie. I had 30 minutes and I had a couple of friends DJing over like 5 blocks over this industrial thing. It was a blizzard outside. I'm like, do I want to walk down there and hang out with a DJ I've seen a million times and we'll see a million more times? Or I don't want to sit here and watch a movie I've seen a million times or probably will see a million more times, but in 35 millimeter. So methinks I see the movie instead. And a bunch of people showed up and it was a good old time. Zombie Campout. I have not seen that, but it does sound interesting. A meteor starts with zombies. That kind of sounds like, oh crap, what was the name of that movie? Oh, not Maximum Overdrive. That's the one with the appliances coming alive. But I will check that out though, because zombies are awesome. Well, I mean, before, it became a household name with certain television shows that went for way too long. Good comic though. Really bad. There are not many really good zombie movies out there, Eva. They might be fun, but not all of them are a masterpiece. I'd say like Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, 28 Days Later was good. Shaun of the Dead, great one. But if you want to watch a truly bad one, it's called Die You Zombie Bastards. Somebody made this with a camcorder. It was complete nonsense. Everything about it was just over the top, and even the gore was dumb. It was like Trauma on steroids. If y'all know what Trauma is, Toxic Avenger, Class of Nukem High, Sergeant Kabuki Man, all that wonderful underground 80s flavor. Sorry, I'm looking at Shanna's comment. Weird seeing a loved one look dead. I've been to too many costume parties and dressed as a zombie a few times, so I guess. But actually, it's funny you say that because that was part of the movie last night. Like, can you imagine watching your clone being executed and like acting like you, like a normal person, like freaking out and shit? That would mess with my head. A girl is changing in a scene. They are camping, so it's outside. And now we're back, folks. Let's not tell Sako about my evil plans.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Hi.
Hi.
We were talking about zombies.
Cool. I have a zombie book. I was wondering if that was like psychological punishment.
No, it was part. We're talking about the killing the clone. That movie. No, I guess it was just part of it for some reason. I mean, at the same time, I'm always going to question it that far because, you broke the law. We're going to clone you and kill that because, part of it was a super rich touristy resort, and they had some kind of deal with the police, and sci-fi technology, weird shit. Bam.
Oh, to see your clone die. Yeah.
Like, that's the best looking corpse I've ever seen.
Oh, hold up. The same sibling was an extra in some things like ER. He was in a booth eating fries and does a double take at the lady character's asses. And he starred as a schizophrenic in an episode of What Would You Do? I think it's done. Interesting.
Well, in Chicago, if you catch any of the vans around, you could be an extra because they're always filming shit around here. Especially now, you got like Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. I remember when they were filming like Dark Knight stuff like that. My cousin used to do that all the time. He would just like go around the city looking for the vans and get like $500 a day if they'd use them. That is. But yeah, he was in the background for like the movie. He was in Backdraft with Kurt Russell, that fireman movie.
Right.
A bunch of shows, like this one made for TV movie. I think he was. Oh crap! I think he was actually in The Fugitive when he was like a teenager. He's been doing it for a while, like the original one, Harrison Ford. Not the original, the movie. Well, yeah. Lonesome Dove.
Lonesome Dove.
My grandfather was a big fan of Westerns, and I had to sit through that movie, that 6-hour movie. It was aight. It ain't no fistful of dollars, but hey.
Yeah.
Do you like Westerns?
I do. I'm supposed to be drawing a comic, a 6-page comic that is a space Western.
So is a Western in space or like it's sci-fi in Western times?
It is a Western sort of story set in space.
So kind of like Cowboy Bebop in a way.
In a way.
That's cool.
Or Samurai Champloo, or you know.
Did I tell you? Yeah. Did I tell you I started rewatching Samurai Champloo? I seldom rewatch an anime series unless it's like a personal favorite. And I just remember watching that and loving it. Like I saw it on Crunchyroll. I'm like, I have to. That was like probably the best soundtrack in all of anime.
There is the link for Jericho. That Jericho. Okay.
She knows movie people.
She knows movie people.
I've met a couple. They're weird.
My grandfather effing loved Westerns. He was a cowboy from Nebraska. And like, so I watched so many Westerns with him. And I started seeing the correlations between Westerns in the 40s and 50s, and then Kurosawa. Are you familiar with Kurosawa flicks?
I am, and he directed my all-time favorite movie.
Oh, what's that? Which one?
Seven Samurai.
Which is Magnificent. It's actually based on Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, it was a shout out to Westerns, and then a Western remade it.
It was a shout out. Well, was there a remake of Magnificent Seven? Because Magnificent Seven, the Western, came out first.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Seven Samurai came out first, then Magnificent Seven.
Nope.
Oh.
It's actually based off of the Western.
So would it be considered an Eastern?
Yes.
Nice. But yeah, that's I am a fan of his movies. And now I've completed all the Lone Wolf and Cub movies.
Yay! Next is Zatoichi.
Not free though. Like I think Hulu, not Hulu. YouTube actually has like the episodes for like $2 a piece or whatever. Like the movies for like $5 a piece. Like, nah, I'm good. I'll find it online somewhere.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Master of the Flying Guillotine?
Yes.
Classic. See, like I grew up on all that stuff. Deaf, mute, heroine. Luckily, I had a good video store.
Mm-hmm. Westerns have their own flavor. I mean, it is a setting, but it's kind of like mysteries or horror. Like, there are certain beats that have to be accomplished in order for it to be classified in that genre.
It also depends on the Western. Are we talking about Bonanza? Or are we talking about like, the Rifleman? 'Cause you got like the wholesome, set in Western times, and you got the shoot 'em up style. I like the latter.
Oh, I just highlighted that. Yeah. He had the look. Worked well in Westerns. Very cool. He's not so much acting anymore, I guess.
See, like, I never want to get involved in that world at all, like filmmaking, at least like shooting and location, all that stuff, because I know my mind well enough to know that it would ruin watching movies for me, like within a day of shooting. So I'll be watching how it's all going down. And next time I watch a movie, that's all I'm going to think about. I'm not going to see the movie. I'm just going to see people standing around in front of the camera.
Acted under a dead name. Yeah, I got you. I am kind of learning how to film videos with my fancy camera. Like, and like I'm trying to film it here for the most part.
Do you want to make a movie?
A movie?
Yeah.
I struggle to make things that are like 10 minutes long.
Believe it or not, I have never tried to make a movie growing up. As much of a film buff as I've been, it's like I've never tried it.
That sounds like an interesting challenge, is to write a movie and shoot it.
Yeah. One that requires money. Unless you get enough willing participants that know how to do
It's
makeup and
willing participants, which I find willing participants for photo shoots all the time.
Yeah, like one guy I know at Blooding Disgusting. Like a lot of those guys, they don't get paid a lot. They're there because they love horror and they want to make movies.
Make a short movie, yeah, like an hour long. Shorts are fun, yeah. Do a weekend of filming. I would try and do it all in one day because light keeps changing, especially if I'm doing it like with natural light.
But then I'd have to make the music too. Which, by the way, since I have a big ass desktop, I should try to look into like Pro Tools, get like my own little home studio going. 'Cause, I am into music.
That'd be so cool. I am also a musician. I actually did a soundtrack for my zombie comic book. So,
That's awesome.
like, so the first track you would just like play on repeat while you're reading the first chapter, and then there was a song for every chapter.
Morning.
Good morning.
I would love to do that one day. Actually, I haven't told anybody about this, but if I can get my graphic novel published, I'd love to do an album for it because it just begs for like a straight up metal album. Wolves, World War One, guns, explosions, fire. Yeah.
So then the screenplays can be a bit shorter, easier to manage those acting and such. Yeah.
Probably a lot easier because you don't have to really get into detail as you would trying to describe a whole panel.
I would like to be able to shoot something that is happening. Shooting myself is completely different.
Yeah, I'd rather tell people what to do than try to do it myself because I'm either going to overdo it or I'm going to underdo it.
I want to be able to see the shot like consistently and handle it.
And when I do selfies, I got to take like 6 of them and just get that right angle. That's how I am with that stuff. So definitely not trying to film at me.
I got you. Actually, can I send you my zombie script
Sure.
and you critique it for me? Because being a horror writer, like I'm, I'm trying to deliberate whether to make it gory or to hint at the horror.
With zombies, I mean, actually,
It's actually the worst part is with people.
yeah, I mean, every zombie movie you're expecting gore, so maybe something different. I do like the less is more approach with anything. I guess that's just being a horror writer because just I don't know. I like the implied terror.
I do too, and I'm finding more pieces that are more like, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I keep thinking of H.P. Lovecraft, the way he would like how to say describe something,
No, describe.
but
Mister, this is so scary. I can't even describe the thing that is so scary.
Screw
Screw
he's the
that
master
guy.
of describing indescribable. But when I read a few of his others, I mean, what would I say? Like at the Mountains of Madness or whatever, you're like, beyond description, it makes the soul ill. He'll do that. I think
Right.
he like to throw you off. It was like really old way of writing. It would like upset your mind. So like you had to either think about it, but then you go to Dunwich Horror
Yeah.
and that one that abomination thing when it was like killed in the classroom. Like one section was tentacles, the other section's fur, the other section's I don't know what the fuck this is. He may like
Yeah.
make it so your mind can't really like put together something.
My
in your
mom
head.
said the movie of Dunwich Horror like traumatized her when she was young.
I watched it once. I remember the end, and they had this like the banishing ritual or whatever, and it showed this like little floating tentacled monster thing that looked like obvious rubber, but
She
I don't
taught
remember.
me very young to imply horror. Like the fact that they never actually show the big monster, like they just show its shadow.
Yeah.
Like she's like, that was so well done.
Well, even in the story, I always laugh at this part because I guess I don't remember the name of the character, but they had this later this country bumpkin kind of guy is like doing the dialogue, sending up. I don't know what they're doing out there, yelling that weird language, and all of a sudden this shows a flash. Oh God, it was terrible. It had eyes everywhere, and mouths and tentacles. Oh God, I'm going crazy. That kind of, I just remember reading that and laughing my ass off, but at the same time,
Oh,
yeah.
that reminds me of William Gibson reading his own books for audiobooks.
I've never read or heard.
William Gibson is the father of cyberpunk. And he's from Texas. He has a really thick Texas drawl. And he's talking about higher technology and like really obscure electronic references and stuff like that in this thick Texas accent, and it's so contrasting that like I can't listen to the audiobooks.
I thought I knew the name for a second. Then I remembered my first editor. talking about cyberpunk and all that stuff, and she sent me Neuromancer, which I still haven't read.
Yeah. Well, you should. You should. It's really good.
Yeah, I think the only cyberpunk book that I recall is the one for Blade Runner. It was an Android's Dream of Electric Sheep.
Yeah.
That was interesting, at least compared to the movie.
Yeah. 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 It was. I like Cyberpunk. I might run a Cyberpunk game. I ran a one shot. Really liked it.
You're talking about the recent one?
No, actually, I'm talking about the 80s one.
Oh, I've never played that one.
The one that's like 2020 and 2022.
Yeah, like I remember like somebody playing that on their PC way back, but yeah, I never got into that one. And of course, the new one came out, and that wonderful.
I'm talking about
launch.
the role playing game.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Steve Jackson games. Like it was a big thing in the late 80s, early 90s. My favorite book that super oh yeah, Philip K. Dick. My favorite book ever was a module for it was a vampire module for Cyberpunk. And it had a choose your own adventure like in half the book.
That's cool.
And it inspired me to write. Like it is even now, like thinking back on it, like it is the best story. Like great setting, great characters, great like it's still a mystery to me how to write a choose your own story, but it is on my list of things to do. I want to do a horror story in second person. Choose your own horror, and I want to do one storyline for every like kind of horror. So like cosmic and body and so on.
I'm picturing like Wheel of Fortune, spinning whatever one it lands on. Oh, body horror. That'd be kind of cool.
It would be fun. Like there are now they've gone free, which is amazing, but there is a site that helps you write a choose your own story. So I'm thinking maybe April I might write a choose your own story.
I don't know. I mean, as a writer, I would love to do that. Just be something different. As a reader,
Hey,
though, as a
hmm,
reader, though, I'd be like, I got the book for you to choose a story for me to entertain me. Why are you making me work?
I disagree. I love choose your own stories. I love choose your own stories.
What made me decide to finally like? I've always wanted to write, and anytime I was like, oh, cool, I love this one. What like set me on my path was after reading the saga of Swamp Thing by Alan Moore in the '80s.
Fuck yes.
I remember reading Watchmen
That
V for
was
Vendetta.
so good. That
Yeah,
was such a great time for Vertigo.
I
Like,
think that was the first Vertigo book, wasn't it?
no,
I know his.
Sandman was the first Vertigo
Oh,
book.
I didn't know that. Uh, but I know it was the first one to not have the Comics Code approval on it. Finally got rid of
Yeah.
that horrible thing. But I just remember reading that, and after the arc where the Dead Man Land, when he goes into hell to get Abigail,
Hmm.
and just that whole experience coming out of it, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I want to write something that brilliant.
Yeah.
because I liked, like I said, watching V for Vendetta. I'm like, I love that nihilistic tone Alan Moore is bringing to his stories. Like, this is when I was just discovering him.
The
And I read
book is so much better than the movie.
which one?
Like, for V for Vendetta,
Oh yeah,
like,
and darker.
there is a scene in the book where she kind of like she stands up for herself, whereas in the movie she just kind of like crumbles, and so she is not portrayed as a strong independent female like she was in the book.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say I'd make the same argument for Jessica in the new Dune movie. Mama War brought that up too, and I even noticed that I rewatched it. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, this is not the fierce Ben Gesserit that I read in the stories. But
Yeah.
you mentioned the book V for Vendetta. When I remember reading, I don't know why this part hit me so hard. They were talking about, like, the build up to that fascist state and how I don't think they said AIDS during it, but they might have hinted at it. But like, I guess their reaction to that was nuke Africa, and like the young Eve or whatever was like crying as a kid, thinking about like poor elephants and animals that died because of it. And just the way Alan Moore wrote that, I'm like, oh fuck you, man.
Yeah.
I want to do this one day, but fuck you.
It wasn't what wasn't.
Actually, it was Alan Moore that I learned the Atticus Truckee styles of writing.
Oh yeah.
Well, and people always tell me how I got that more of that, I guess raw Hemingway sort of writing. So I automatically want to do something different. Dress up my language.
Why don't we co-write Choose Your Own Story? Horror.
Okay.
You can say no.
Well, I mean, I do want to try to do some kind of collaborative storytelling once in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Try it out. It's nice to have a different brain on a story for once, so I have to think everything.
It will
not expect to spend that long in the bathroom.
Yeah, especially there's no deadline. I am down.
Okay. Well, the deadline would be the end of April.
All right. Well, just let me know what you have, and I'll go from there.
Okay.
But zombie script.
We'll brainstorm some stuff in March, and then when April hits, we'll actually get to writing it.
Okay. The script thing, I've only read like one actual script, and that was Stephen King's Storm of the Century, and that was like really long and weird. Otherwise, I really didn't get into script reading until I started writing this graphic novel. It's because of the stuff that Chuck Dixon sent me, like his Teenage Mutant Turtles and like one of his Batman stories. But I will check it out either way.
I always wanted to try a writing collaboration, but I file it under things that would be fun but have no time for. I love having a co-writer. I got really lucky with BC Brown because, like, I write, like paranormal or supernatural horror, and she writes paranormal or supernatural mystery. So our genres mixed beautifully, and it took us a year from concept to publication, and we crowdsourced all the outline. It was a dream. It was like Flambeau is basically my masterpiece, and BC Brown helped me make it as good as it is. And Jace Jace Maxwell. He also did developmental stuff on Flambeau.
Cool.
John B just published a book in that genre in which he says the stories have two to four different genres. Oh,
I like that because you know me, I don't like sticking to one thing.
yeah.
I mix.
Which is kind of what I want to do with this choose your own.
But yeah, samurai, western, space, Star Wars.
Mm. Hero's Journey. Fantasy romance is taking off, yeah. I got you.
Well, all the fantasy stories, don't they all have like at least one romance in there?
Not necessarily. As a subplot, you mean?
Well, I know Lord of the Rings barely even hinted at Arwen and Aragorn, and the movie kind of played that up.
Yeah.
And then the fake love story in The Hobbit. We will get into that one. I noticed that to like superhero movies, the same thing. They always gotta have that, you know, that damsel in distress or that, you know, that hookup. Like even with Batman. You know,
yeah, it's really annoying.
Well, luckily Marvel kind of cut that shit out a little bit with some of their movies. Like
yes.
But then again, some of them are like so cataclysmic. We ain't got no time for no romance. People are turning into dust.
See, it's a bit tragic in the later books. So, like, I had a romance subplot in Hope's Chest that ended terribly. So, like, it's the midpoint of the book for it to go so wrong. And yeah, no happily ever after. Yeah. I don't do happily ever after.
I can never imagine writing a romance in a story like that. It would probably be like Fight Club with Marla Singer.
Yeah.
That'd be my idea of romance right there. You met me at a strange time in my life, Marla. Boom. I want to watch that.
Fight Club?
Hell yes.
I think I have it. I have it in here somewhere.
Now, which movie do you think's better, Seven or Fight Club?
I'm gonna have to say 7 because
Thank you.
I have the director's cut, and it comes with like 13 hours of content.
Director's cut? There's a director's cut of 7.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a director's cut of 7, and it has the stuff for all the sins, and then like photography of like how they did all the stuff backstage, and then the photos that Kevin Spacey took, and then how they did the journals.
I was gonna say, did they have any journals with it? Yeah. Well, like how much movie was in it? Like, did they show anything like worth seeing that's extra?
Oh yeah. I don't remember the difference between the director's cut and the theater cut because it's been so long since I saw it in the theater.
Now, I would say that movie's a masterpiece. Talking about multiple genres. You got the detective, noir, thriller goes there with noir, but I'd even say borderline horror. You got a guy torturing.
Oh no, not even borderline. It is full on horror.
Yeah, then the cod piece. Okay, horror. That's another thing. Like it barely showed a lot of that, and it applied enough to where you didn't need to see it. Like when they went into that room or whatever, and the guy was sitting there with the towel, like, get this fucking thing off me! Like you didn't need to see the body. You didn't want to.
Mm-hmm. How can you compare those two movies? Yeah, I had nightmares from 7 and a blast watching Fight Club. I spent 6 hours looking at the setup for the different sins, the victims for the different sins, and like it started to rub me the wrong way. Like it put me in a mindset that I was like, I need to put this down before I like spiral.
I saw that in theaters. Was it 95?
Mm-hmm.
11. And you know, by then I'm already, you know, edgelord, tried and tested. Uh, I remember walking out of that movie with my dad, and I was like, I think that was my like first real taste of nihilism in a movie. That I,
Mm-hmm.
at least I know. Well, I mean, The Thing, but I didn't really pay attention. Anyways, I
I know
just
what
walk
you
out of the
mean.
movie like, oh my god, there was that was not a happy ending. I'm just looking at my dad, and he was like, I would have done the same thing. I would have shot
Mm-hmm.
him right in his fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
And a few extra times too. I would have reloaded. I'm like, all right, Dad, chill, drive us home, please. But yeah, like I think like as a storyteller, I take inspiration from that. Just like dragging people down hard road,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what I do with this novella. I didn't really want to let up anywhere, and you really don't get that in the movie. You'll get a lull point maybe after like they interrogate somebody or they're waiting for you know lab results to come in.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, both same filmmaker, David Fincher.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Fight Club and Seven.
They're not both David Finch.
David Fincher. He also did.
Fincher or
Yep,
Finch?
Fincher.
Oh.
He also did Social Network, Curious Case of Benjamin Button. He's done a lot of stuff with Brad Pitt and also a lot of music with Trent Reznor. He
I
did.
would have to hunt.
What else did he do? He remade Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
I
Gone
didn't
Girl.
like. I didn't like the remake.
I have the books. I just haven't read them yet. They're on paperback.
Yeah, I have all the books in audiobook, and I haven't read them yet.
He also did Gone Girl. You ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
The one where that wife like fakes her kidnapping and they blame it on the husband.
Oh.
Ben Affleck. It's a fucked up movie and book by Gillian Flynn. I think her name's it is.
Would you say Stephen Austen is more like No Strings Attached or your second release of stories?
The one thing I've always wanted to do as a writer is make every story different. The one thing I've said
Mm-hmm.
since the beginning is I want to run the gamut of horror. I want to write every single facet I can, whether it be psychological, body horror, cosmic horror. But I'm not going to say all the stories are going to be different, but no, it's nothing like any of those because Skin Auction, Slasher, you know, one story is Lovecraftian, and then, you know, Morning Drive, self-explanatory car accident. This one's about human child trafficking, and I turn it into a horror story. And anyone who's ever read my stuff knows what's that.
I would say that's more like No Strings Attached in the sense that it's making a poignant, like, social commentary.
Maybe. I don't know. Calling out something no one wants
They
to talk
might be
about. I
two
guess.
separate. I mean, they're definitely two separate stories, but they're kind of in the same world.
It's funny because I would like to do a story one day that ties them all together in some weird way. But yeah, I mean, as in like real life horror, I'd say so, from a different point of
Mhm.
view, and definitely more gore
Right.
in this one because I guess different layers of fear. Because one is like lonely, looking for love. This one's like every day, like living as a girl in any fucking where. Just walking around the street one day and just bam, gotcha.
Mhm.
But yeah, I guess at its core, real life unknowns. You don't know what's gonna be around the next corner, who you're gonna meet, who you're gonna talk to.
Right.
Yeah, in a way, I guess it's closer to No Strings Attached. But with strings, I'd say that's more of like a Clive Barker-ish Dario Argento piece, and Skin Auction's more Stephen King-ish, but also that French extreme wave kind of influence in there.
I love horror.
I can't
do.
say I love it.
I love
The
it.
movies are great, but Jesus Christ, like Inside, Martyrs.
Did you ever see Marianne on Netflix?
No, I've been meaning to watch that though.
Do it. It might be my favorite horror thing ever.
What's it about?
It is about an author who a series of books about a demon, and the demon, she stops writing the books, and the demon basically comes and is like, you need to finish that fucking book, and makes her life fucking miserable until she does so.
I don't want to watch that. It'll happen. I'm kidding. It does sound kind of cool.
And it's French, so like it builds the dread, and then the scary scenes are actually kind of scary. Like people are too big, or like things that are too dark.
And if it's French, I imagine it has a fucked up ending.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, Shannon. I'll watch 7 with you. Or no, actually, no, Martyrs. Let's watch Martyrs. Watch them all.
Yeah.
That's one of those movies like I recommend to somebody only if I know that they can handle it. I just wouldn't give it some casual horror fan like, yeah, check this out.
Yeah. With Marianne, I wouldn't show that to someone who's not already into horror.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because it would give children nightmares for sure. It might give some adults nightmares for sure.
It depends on the movie, though. Return to Oz gave me nightmares when I was a kid.
Well, you know, like it was a darker version of Wizard of Oz. You'll hate watching horror movies with me. I jump at everything and then have to escape into my phone. Oh,
Well, except for the phone part, but jump at everything. I love people like that as a horror writer. I want people like that. I want you jumping at every fucking sentence.
I have a friend that talks through horror movies, and I love their reactions. Like, I don't go in that room. Don't go up the stairs. What are you doing? Like, they're the best.
I'm one of those people. I'm quiet, but like if it's something real extreme, like last night, a couple of times, like I was like, dude, or wow, oh fuck, that kind of thing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It has to be really bad for me to be like emotionally stirred by it, which is one of the reasons why I really want to do a marketing campaign for Shadow of the Fae, because the climax is so gratifying that it's totally worth all the abuse.
Some things hit me.
Jurassic Park and Cujo. Cujo was rough.
I actually read the book before I saw the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But Steve, like, have you read the novel Cujo?
Mm-mm.
Tad dies at the end. Spoilers. The kid, like heat exhaustion or whatever for being in the car and all that. Stephen King's making jokes about it the whole time. Like, finally, mom kills Cujo. He's like, and she goes runs to Ted, who's still dead. And like through the whole scene, he keeps going like, the cops gun. They go to Ted, who's still dead. You know, that kind of stuff. And at the end, it was the husband and wife alone at home together. Like they fell asleep in each other's arms together, despite the fact that Ted was still dead. Like, how much cocaine was this guy doing?
Yeah. Stephen King's writing is dull to me. I like his short stories.
Same.
I've tried several books and even forcing myself through the first few pages, I can't go further. You might like his short compilations.
Night Shift.
Nightmares and Dreamscapes.
Good one, too. Everything's Eventual.
That was like one of my favorite books when I was a kid.
Oh, shit. Skeleton Crew.
It was super good.
The Mist was in that one, I think. It's like a novella.
I actually have that book right over there on the shelf, and one of these days I'm going to write it and do a thing where I write like Stephen King.
I own it
the
too.
tone is different. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a novel by him that, you know, doesn't really lag that hard in places. Carrie, Salem's Lot, you know, it's pretty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not The Stand. Like, I fell asleep reading that, and I still flip the pages.
I am listening to the audiobook, and the way it's paced is workable. Like, there's 2 events in the first like chapter that will carry the story far enough.
Yeah, I remember the one where like it was showing like the fallback of the virus, or like, you know, the population thinning out, and it would do like certain scenarios. I remember the kid that, like, I think he fell down a cliff and, like, you know, broke his legs and he lied there dying or whatever. That was this is the uncut version. I don't know if you ever read that one, but yeah, like, the pacing was like super fast on it. Just, you know, quick death. All right, everyone's gone. The virus is scattered most people. Then it just slowed down. Everyone starts assembling. You know, you got people in Vegas. You got the people going to Boulder. Where did they start in Boulder? Whatever. I think they eventually got to Boulder. Or did they go somewhere else? I know they migrated at some point, and that's when the story really dragged.
I thought they went to Arkansas. Okay, it's been a minute since I've watched the miniseries or anything like that.
Yeah, because they all gathered with Mother Abigail, and maybe it wasn't even Boulder after all. Why the hell would they be in Boulder? That was The Shining. I don't know. I've read too much.
No, Boulder was where Randall Flagg was from.
The Walking Dude. Connection tonight. Anthrax has a song about him called "Among the Living." Killer track. I hope they play tonight. I'll record it.
Nice. Yes.
And who knows? Maybe I'll.
Hey, Eva.
I'll come out of Mosh Pit.
We're just wrapping up. Nice.
No, I know my place. Last time I tried getting in the pit, there's like all a bunch of lumberjacks, and me at 6 foot being dwarfed. I was in there for about 10 seconds. Hit that ground. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not 22 anymore.
Just listening for the next 5 minutes, and then I'll probably go hang out with Morgan while I disassemble Smith.
Hey, Mama Ward.
Hi, Mama Ward.
I'm a lot more motivated now. I think I can get things done today.
Yay.
Don't know how much, but some things. But I have to get that P.O. box set up, go to Kinko's and print out these flyers, and hopefully not get kicked out of the show tonight for littering.
Yeah.
Throw one at Scotty and on stage. Catch it, your beard. That would mean, I doubt it'll happen. That'd be kind of cool if like one of them got a hold of it and started reading my shit, or at least, you know, plugged it online. Like, hey, thanks for throwing shit on around our show. We had to clean it up. But one thing sucks about going to Chicago shows these days is you can't go back outside as soon as you're in the building. You can't go to your car, can't go smoke, can't go get something to eat. And 9 times out of 10, the food at the venues here are trash. You don't even want to use the bathrooms.
Mm.
Luckily, I vape, and most concerts have dark settings. So I'll just sit right there in the crowd like, fuck you smokers.
Mm.
But no drinking tonight.
Make a few paper airplanes. Yeah.
Should I get a certain
Maybe
kind of... I was going to get the card paper, but sure, I'll get a couple of thin paper ones. Maybe make a couple of origamis. Just make a shitload of them and just dump them from like the balcony area and let it hit on the mosh pit. People tripping over them.
Rule breaker.
I'm a rebel without a clue.
All right. Well. I am ready to wrap up the stream. We are quickly approaching 2 hours.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm slow getting on and, learning my new setup here. This big screen in my face. But thanks for having me. It was. Did you want to stream tomorrow?
Great.
Are we supposed to stream?
I stream in the morning.
I think we talked
but
about.
Your thing is at noon your time.
What thing? I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm off tomorrow.
Then
that's why.
No, I have a date with you.
A date? All right, you're buying.
No. We have an event. I think it's tomorrow.
Okay.
I think it's your noon tomorrow, I think.
Your channel?
Your channel.
I wasn't doing anything tomorrow. I can.
Let's discuss this on Discord.
Right.
When I have my book, when I have my calendar in front of me. Right. Yep. Have a great day, Eva. Glad your new PC works.
Thanks. It is a badass.
Well, it is a badass. If you like this video at any point, I encourage you to hit the like button. And if you would like to see more chatty chats like this one, you can usually find me here on the YouTubes chatting on Sunday mornings. But I also do a stream for sprints, stuff like that, Tuesday at 9 a.m. after Mama Maggie. Happy weekend. Bye, all. Later. And you might want to subscribe on the off chance that, you might want to subscribe and maybe even ring that bell on the off chance that YouTube actually notifies you when I go live. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.